Jimmy, it felt like every time they came within 10, 12 points, you took it upon yourself to score and then get things back. And was that a conscious thing or just happened that way?
I think it was one of those games where I had the hot hand, and my teammates every time down court were telling me to shoot it. So it was just one of those games where I could get to my spot. They're encouraging me. So just for me to be able to knock them down to keep that little 10, 12-point lead, I feel like helped us along the way.
Yeah, Jimmy, they cut it to 10, and then you guys went on like, I don't know, a 12 or 13-point run. You started it. What was the mindset when they'd gone from 19 down to 10 down, and then you guys really kind of asserted yourselves there late in the game?
I think it was more so on the defensive end for us. I feel like offensively we were fine. It was just that we needed to get stops, and stops was gonna spark it for us. So I feel like during that span we were able to get multiple stops in a row, and that's always huge when you can get stops and then go on the other end and score points.
I know their three-point shooting was obviously a big storyline coming in, and you guys held them to 3 out of 12. They really never got going from outside. Hagedorn was 0 of 2. What do you think of your three-point defense, the way you guys handled that aspect of it?
That was a theme for us all week. They led the nation coming in here from three-point percentage. So with a team like that, especially this day and age with the three-point line and how people play, if they could get in here and knock those down, it's a totally different ball game for us. So that was a big issue for us that we wanted to be able to contain the three-point line tonight, and I felt like we did that.
What did you guys do to contain?
I think it's effort. It all comes down to how hard you're going to play. For teams that shoot threes, you got to close the airspace, as coach would like to say. You got to have a hand up when they're trying to shoot before they even catch the ball. So things we did in practice led up to what we were able to do tonight.
Jimmy, just as far as I guess everybody in the game scored like at least 4 points, got some rebounds. Even though the three-man bench really helped you tonight.
Oh yeah, when you can get points off the bench, that's huge because that's just extra energy, extra sparks off the bench. And I feel like everybody that stepped onto the court played well tonight. Everybody did their job defensively. Everybody was able to contribute on the offensive end. It was just one of those great team wins, great team efforts.
Isaiah had kind of a tough shooting night again, but he had 5 assists. What did you think of other things he did when his shot wasn't falling?
That's just what great players do. They find a way to contribute to the game, even if it's not scoring that night. And he did that with those 5 assists. He played amazing defense. He held his defensive assignment. So great players will find a way to contribute to the game at all times.
I think you guys have won the turnover battle in every game so far this season. How important is that to what you guys have been doing?
That's huge because when you can limit your own mistakes, then you're just relying on your defense. So when we're not turning the ball over and we're able to get shots on goal, it's either the shot's going to go in or it's not. It's better than turning it over and giving them an opportunity to get an easy point. So being able to win that turnover battle has been huge for us.
I mean, you guys are obviously taking care of home court. Now you go on the road, play Georgia Tech. They've already beaten North Carolina State on the road. I know Eric gets you guys ready. Well, what do you know about Georgia Tech, and do you feel like you guys are ready to go get a road win or play on the road?
I feel like these next couple of days we're going to be ready. So being able to go out there is a big opportunity against a great team, and we're ready for the challenge. These next couple of days we'll get some film on them, see what the themes for that game will be, probably find out next couple of days, and then we'll just go down there, play with the same amount of effort that we've been playing with, and then the score, it is what it is at the end of the game as long as we go out there, play hard, and execute offensively and defensively.
And you guys have been taking care of business against these mid-majors, but playing another Power 5 school, maybe people around the country are going to say, okay, Arkansas looks pretty good. Let's see how they do against an ACC team on the road. How do you feel about the start? How well do you think you guys are playing? How much confidence do you take to Georgia Tech?
You got to take a lot of confidence. I think the biggest thing is defensively how well we've been playing. No matter what level of team we're playing, high major, mid major, every team can play basketball. And any night, any given night, as we've seen even this year with other teams, anybody can come in and beat anybody. So you got to have that mindset. You got to respect all your opponents, no matter how big, how small the school, and you just got to prepare the same way.
Jimmy, that mid-range pull-up jumper was really working for you tonight. I mean, they didn't have an answer for it. Were you practicing that a lot this week, or is that just something that's always in your game?
I think that's the unique part of my game, especially in a day where if I don't have to shoot the three, I'm going to get to where I'm most comfortable, and that's that mid-range area. And I started off a little hot, and then my teammates, when I went to the bench, were just telling me, if you can shoot it every time, shoot it. Like, it's one of those nights for you. So I think I was just able to get to my sweet spots and knock them down.
Coach Musselman said early this week that with about 6 minutes to go, he likes to take the air out of the ball with a lead, and y'all have some really good late clocks. Is that something you practice a lot?
Oh, yeah. He's really good at managing time and score at the end of the game, especially if we have a lead like that. So you have to figure with the amount of possessions other teams can get in the 2-point, 3-point shots. If you manage it like he does, there won't be enough possessions for the other team to come back. So he tries to, as best as he can, to manage the end of the game, and I think we did well with that tonight because that's something we do practice.
Jimmy, you mentioned your mid-range game. I know Sean Livingston's really good at that. He's made a career out of the NBA. Do you model your game particularly after anyone, or is that just kind of what you developed over the years?
That is a dude I love to watch. Like, I know a lot of people like to watch the All-Stars, big-name players, but Sean Livingston is someone I have watched because it's someone I can personally model my game after. So when I try to watch guys like that, guys that do get to that mid-range shot, just how they work it at the next level, at the pro level, I do try to put some of that into my game.
Hey, Jimmy, of the guys that were on the team that were here last year, they talked about Georgia Tech coming in here and beating Arkansas, and if so, kind of what's the feeling about that? And did you happen to ever play Georgia Tech or at Georgia Tech when you were at SMU?
I haven't played Georgia Tech at SMU, but I think we played them my freshman year, if I'm not mistaken, in Brooklyn in that tournament. So I think they got us there. I think they got us there. I know they got us last year, so we got a little extra fire under us going up there to get a win. I know the other guys have talked about it. They really want to go up there and get a win, so I know these next couple of days we're all going to be locked in on the game plan, just going up there trying to execute.
Thanks, Jimmy. Sorry, I forgot about that. I'm getting old.